What's up, y'all? I want to give you guys my brief outline on this card coming up on Amazon Prime. And it's coming up on Saturday, March 30th. And I wanted to talk about specifically Thurman versus Tszyu. I mean, obviously, I'll give you guys my quick prediction of the co-main event, Rolly versus Pitbull. I got Pitbull, man. I'm not a big believer in Rolly. Never was, never will be. Well, I probably wouldn't say never will be, but I will say, man, like he can't really beat anybody that's at the very top, man, for sure. And I don't think he could beat some of the guys that are a level or two below some of those guys at the top. And I don't really consider Pitbull like at the very top, as much as everybody likes to think he is. But to be honest, man, I don't really see him like that. And I think he can make easy work of Rolly. I have him stopping Rolly, in my opinion, but that's my quick outline of that fight and prediction, since I'm giving you guys a prediction. But anyways, I wanted to talk about Keith Thurman versus Tszyu. This is a good fight, man, but at the same time, you got to look at Thurman. Thurman has been inactive, you know, the usual stuff that everyone says about Thurman not fighting enough. You got to factor in his age, and he's definitely coming in as an underdog in this fight compared to previous fights, And I don't even think he was an underdog against Manny Pacquiao because a lot of people consider Manny Pacquiao an underdog against him. Now he's kind of in that same position at this point. I would say against Tszyu. Personally, for me, I think Tszyu is a good fighter, but I'm kind of waiting for him to fight Terrence Crawford because I think it's inevitable that he's gonna face Bud at some point, whether it be for a belt in a unification or Bud going up in weight and fighting him for the title. Now I'm not sure like if that Eubank fight is going through, but uh, right now what we have in front of us is Thurman versus Tszyu. I don't know like if Thurman can muster something up. Like if you ask me if it was the Keith Thurman of 2016, 2017, I would definitely favor Thurman a lot in this fight. But it's not. And Tszyu wasn't around during that time. Well, at the very top level, at least. I don't know. Yeah, but either ways, man. Like Keith Thurman, I think he might have a decent chance because of his experience. He's been in a couple of fights. I wouldn't say a lot of fights, man, because um, inactivity and fighting very few times a year. That's what really kills some of these PBC fighters, man. I never understood it. I never understood it for the life of me. But Keith Thurman is very is a very solid talent, man. And then like you just let that go to waste, based off of inactivity. I still remember the Danny Garcia fight and how he was coming off an undefeated Danny Garcia, moving up in weight. You could say some things, about Danny Garcia not being a good welterweight, but he was coming in with confidence in that fight, undefeated, um, with a belt, and Keith Thurman was the first guy to beat him. And it was pretty visible, man, that he kind of hurt Danny Garcia in the early rounds. Can he land that type of punch on Tszyu and get Tszyu's attention? Yeah, I think so. Personally, I think so. But would I pick him to win initially? I'm not sure. You guys got to find out on fight week when I give out my official prediction. But I will say, man, Tszyu has some great recovery powers. And um, Keith Thurman, yeah, I would say he also has some good recovery powers. Even though he's weak to the body, he still finds a way to keep himself up, even though it's in the least pleasant way for the viewer. Like him going on his back foot uh, against Manny Pacquiao and Luis Colasso during those days when he was a contender or a champion. Yeah, I think he was a champion around that time. Barely a champion because Floyd vacated the belts and it just went to Thurman. But either ways, man, it's going to be interesting to see. how this fight goes on Amazon Prime. I never thought that I would watch a boxing event on Amazon Prime. The closest recollection that I came to a boxing fight that I remember of a boxing fight happening on Amazon was a Golovkin fight a long time ago. But other than that, I never would have expected it to be on pay per view, man. I just never understood that either for the life of me. Why is it that these type of fights that it should be free on TV are on pay per view? I never know what that is, you know. But either ways, let me know in the comment section, y'all, what you think about this fight overall, the quality of it, and is this the fight that you really wanted to see? But either ways, let me know. I'm out. Peace.